Okay, I'm now in the basement of the home. As we start the walkthrough, you can see there's sort of like some living space on this side, not really finished, I would not say. First thing I wanted to note here is the floor. It's been painted over, but you can see that there are floor tiles below here based on the pattern and size. These are likely asbestos-containing tiles. It's in good shape. You can certainly encapsulate this further. Short of removal, carpeting is even considered proper encapsulation. The foundation walls have been dry locked. That's this white paint coating you're seeing. Some superficial cracking and signs of kind of residual moisture in the block. Not uncommon for these older homes. It doesn't look like an actively leaking basement, but certainly sealing the joint where the driveway meets the foundation wall here on this side will help. And again, maintaining the dry lock should also help. Coming over this way. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to run the plumbing today. This is your water main here. You can see it's off, and also the pipe there has been disconnected, and the home has been winterized. So that will have to be noted in the report. You can see there's antifreeze in the toilet here. Some smaller, I will be able to perform the sanitary scope. You can see they've cut up the concrete and replaced a section of the sanitary main, which is good. This standpipe here for the washer should be fully connected. You can see it's kind of just laying loose. Some newer plumbing, some newer PEX lines, and you have GFI protection on these outlets. There is both electric and gas for a clothes dryer. This gas line is not properly secured. So if you're going to go electric, that could even just be removed. Electrical panel is in good condition. The furnace is working fine. It needs to be cleaned and serviced, certainly. That would be the recommendation. Water heater here as well. This is due to the home being winterized, is also off. You can see the shutoff valve is off. Smaller issue here, the flex lines on the water lines, especially when they're that close to a flue pipe, which gets very hot, can cause issues, so should be corrected. Electrical panel's in good shape. There is, of course, knob and tube wiring, which is pretty consistent with homes in this area. Other than that, foundation looks like it's in good shape. There's some older shutoff valves here. See the water valves. Always recommend proactive replacement of those. Oftentimes they seize or start to leak. And there is a need for carbon monoxide detectors on this level of the home. All right, I'm going to shut the video off and head upstairs and complete the rest of the walkthrough. I'm now in the main level of the home. As I start the interior walkthrough, you can see the windows here are newer vinyl replacement. However, there's a number of failed thermal seals. You can kind of see that discoloration and condensation is between the panes of glass, which is something that can be repaired, but is noted as a defect because it is a failed component. There are no appliances present here currently. And as I mentioned in the basement, there is knob and tube, and you can see here is an example of a 3-prong outlet, many of which are ungrounded, which that really should be a two-prong outlet. So again, we can see they've replaced the picture window here, which oftentimes they leave, but every window has been upgraded in the home. You can hear the smoke detectors chirping. They need batteries. There is a carbon monoxide detector here, but there's one needed upstairs and also in the basement. Hardwood floors, which are in generally good condition. 2 bedrooms on this level. This is the larger of the two. Again, I can't run the plumbing, but here's a look at the bathroom. There is a ceramic tile surround, older cast iron tub. There's what's known as an S-trap here. Underneath the drain pipe here is an S-trap, which is no longer allowable per code, so that should be updated. There are these switches here for the fans that looks like it requires a battery, and they're not working. So something to note there, it would control this fixture. And again, this room here also has the two windows have failed thermal seals, but otherwise windows are functional. Gonna head upstairs. Again, common with these homes, the upstairs is finished. Again, you need a smoke and CO detector up here. That's what we noted in the report. But there is this nice kind of pine paneling here. And again, there's a mix of outlets up here. You can see there's a 2-prong, and then also some ungrounded 3 prongs as well. Drywall ceiling, most of the space is finished. There are more of those asbestos tiles in this closet. They could be underneath the carpeting too. You can see these tiles here are cracked, which certainly isn't ideal. Minimally, that should be cleaned up, and again, you could put something over it, a different type of flooring, LVP, something along that line to encapsulate it. The knob and tube looks like it's in generally good condition. You can see it. That's some of the wiring that's visible here. It's up out of the insulation and mounted to the roof framing, which is good. So with that is the video walkthrough. I'll send everything over later this evening. If you have any questions, please let me know.